Hello everybody, it's Amy from Winsor Art Studio and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do like a little art chat type video. I have a heck of a week ahead of me. It's Monday, so we'll talk a little bit about that. I also have a little Christmas present that Ohuhu sent me, and honestly I put it away in the corner of my room here, and I found it this weekend while I was cleaning and realized I forgot to open it. So we will open that today, and we'll just talk about life a little bit and the arts I've been making. I finished this painting. It's an oil painting last Friday I think. Today's Monday. I think I said that. We'll talk a little bit about that. I'm working on a watercolor that's nowhere near done, but we have this coming up on the channel in February. So we'll just have a little chat, open this present and have a little chat and hang out on this super hard work week for me. Okay, so I've got my tea. I'm trying not to feel overwhelmed. Like I said, it's Monday. It's Monday at 10:25, and this week is going to be crazy for me. I have a sponsored video due Wednesday, another one due Friday, and no future videos filmed like coming up. So I also have to figure out something for Saturday, which is why you're watching this. I think it's just going to be a little chatty video. Yeah, and it's been like I have a limited, there's a lot of doctor stuff this week. My kids have the dentist, both of them this week, and it's January. I talked about it a little bit in Patreon this morning, but I'm not a big fan of Januaries. They're just so dark and cold, and I feel like we should just hibernate through Januaries. And I was definitely feeling that this morning. When I got up to take the kids to school, it was still dark. There were 3 inches of fresh snow out there. It was -3 degrees Fahrenheit without the wind chill, -27 with the wind chill, and I was like, why do we have to get up? Why do we have to go out in this? But the sun is out now. It's still super cold. I think the high today is 1. So, and it's a little windy. Actually, you probably can't see it. It's a little windy, but I just thought we could have a little chat. I thought we would open this. I actually did cut it open and then looked at the box and I was like, oh, this is nice. So maybe I should open it on the channel. So we'll just flip it open so you can see the box inside. I think you can see. I'll hold it up. So there's this really pretty little box in there. And I was like, let's open this on the channel. This isn't like sponsored. They did this last year. They sent out a Christmas present, I think probably to most of the people who did content for them, I think. So here is the pretty little box, and as soon as I saw this yesterday, I wanted to open it, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. We'll open it on the channel. Ooh. So first of all, woo, Butterfingers. There's a little something rolled up here with a pretty little ribbon. And let's see what this is. Oh, look at it. It's a little calendar. I could hang that on the wall. Very nice little calendar. Yeah, it's just January, right? I don't know. A little tote bag. That's nice. Very thick fabric. I've talked about it already. My word of the year is flow, and normally every year of my life I always set goals for the new year in January, and it's January 13th now and I still haven't. There's a little card here that says thank you for our journey, or being a part of our journey, which is really unusual for me. And I always set goals, and I don't know, I haven't this year. I did set a word of the year. That was my phone, and I have no idea even where it is. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, it's been, well, if you've been here for a while, you know 2022, what the heck? 2024, what is wrong with me? 2024 was a hard year. 2022, where did that come from? I'm hoping 2025 is a little bit better. I think this is like a luggage tag right there. And then there is a little coaster, which I will probably open right now and put my teacup on. Gosh, 2022, what is, I don't know. I have not been sleeping great, so it could be from that. And then there is a cute little magnet for the fridge. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, so 2024 was maybe one of the hardest years of my life. Definitely since I got married and had kids. I'm not sure what this is. It's got a little circly thing on the back. If anybody knows what this is, tell me in the comments. It's got a little circly thing on the back, and it looks like it... Is this a pop socket? Except how would I... Is there a cover on it? I think this is a pop socket for a phone. It is. That's what it is. For the phone. It was a hard year. I got injured a couple times. There was a lot of health-related stuff. It wasn't a great year. So I'm hoping 2025 is better. This looks super fun. Okay, so here we have, in a really nice thick case, the Honolulu Plus Alcohol Markers 24 colors. There they are. And let's see, there is a brush on one side and a chisel on the other. And I wonder if these are new colors? I don't think so. I don't think they're new colors, but there's a pretty little selection of colors in there. And the case is super nice for traveling. Yeah, so I have no art goal set. I do think, so like I've said in a couple of videos now, how am I dirty now? How did this, I don't know what's going on. Well, that's on there. I don't know. Ooh, and then we have their Nauku acrylic markers. Let's open these up and take a look at them. You can probably hear Miss Frita. She heard my voice, so she felt like she had to get up and go get a drink, because that's how that works. I'm surprised the dog isn't in here yet. I hope she doesn't come in, because I don't know if she can get past the camera without knocking it down. Yeah, so my word of the year is flow, which I've talked about multiple times. And I keep thinking I'm going to set some goals, because I have every year of my life, and yet it is January 13th, and I have not set any goals. Look at these pretty little markers here. Look at the pretty colors. I wonder if I should do a little swatching just for fun. I don't know. I have no idea what this video is going to be. I do know it's going to be minimally edited, because I don't have a lot of time. I do think I might want to, one thing I do want to do this year, not as a goal, but as an aspiration, is I would like to, if I work in one medium, like if I do a watercolor painting, I kind of feel like I should do, or not should, but I would like to do three works in that medium, like a series. So like if I do one watercolor painting, I want to do 3 watercolor paintings before I move on to something else. That's the minimum. Or if I'm working on an oil painting, I would like to do 3 oil paintings before I move on to a different medium. We have a little pencil bag here with Ohuhu, and it looks like these are their water-based markers, which I haven't tried it. So that'll be fun to try. Let's take one out and take a look at it. There's a brush tip and a fine tip. So there's the brush tip. And then there is a fine tip. And there is 2 bundles of color. Oh no, wait. These are different, aren't they? So then there's also, so there's the Ohuhu, I think it's PAPE water-based markers, and then the Ohuhu KUMIMI journal pens with a dot on one end and a calligraphy brush on the other. Those are cool. Very cool. Those will be fun to try. So I think that might be one of my goals, if you can call it a goal. It's more of an aspiration and not something I'll necessarily force myself to stick to, because I also want to flow with my inspiration. So if I'm not feeling a 3rd watercolor painting, I'll give myself permission to not follow that goal. And then there's one last thing in here. Actually, there's a couple things in here. There is a little brochure of the different nibs that they have. That's cool. Some stickers and usage tips. And then I have not tried this. This will be fun to try. Oh, there's even something underneath this. There's the Ohuhu marker pad, which I haven't tried yet and have been meaning to try. And then there's still something under here, which I somehow did not see. There are 24 glitter markers. So this looks super fun. Super fun. I don't think I have time to set up to swatch today. I don't know if I'll have any time to set up and swatch this week. Like I said, it is a crazy, crazy week. I got behind because my kids were sick through Christmas break and into like New Year's. So I think it was like, I don't know, but I think it might have been like walking pneumonia. It was bad, whatever it was. And it lasted for weeks. It was super bad. So I really like this tote bag. That's really nice. A big thank you to Ohuhu for sending me a little Christmas present. This is a very fun Christmas present. They did a good job. A good job. Yeah, I think it was walking pneumonia. We were super sick, and there were lots of doctor visits and inhalers and all sorts of stuff for people who don't have asthma. Some of us do, some of us don't. But even the people who don't have it in our family ended up having to do inhalers. It was bad. So, yeah, it was not a great Christmas break. And then we went right into January, and I really just wanted to paint. And I focused on painting for the first, like, week or so. And now I'm behind on everything. That's one of the things about the YouTube channel. Like, everybody, when I tell people, like, I have a YouTube channel as an artist, they're like, oh, you must just get to paint and relax all the time. And that is a big no. That is a big no. There's so much, like, I get to paint maybe 20% of my time, and the rest is like editing and paperwork and taxes and bookkeeping and answering comments and doing my Patreon stuff and posting on Instagram. And sometimes I just feel like all the, like, I don't know, marketing and all the other requirements are just heaped on me, and it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to keep going sometimes. So I didn't keep going the first week in January, like after the kids were better and we were all better and they went back to school, and I just painted the whole first week, and now I'm behind on everything. So maybe not the smartest decision, but I also have been, you know, battling a little burnout, and I really, really, really am feeling in a creative mood, and I want to do a ton of painting and drawing, and I can't because there's all this other stuff to do. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking about starting an art YouTube channel because you love doing art so much, the amount of time you have to make art will reduce if you do a YouTube channel. Not that I'm super grateful to have the YouTube channel, and I've learned a ton of stuff, and I've met a ton of great people, and it's been like a really inspiring thing for me to do. Like, as in, it makes me feel inspired to, like, you know, make videos and what can I show them next and what can I teach them next and all sorts of really fun stuff, but also there's a lot of pressure. So I think as of right now I've got my word flow, and I've said before, flow is in flowing with the ups and downs of life, but also trying to be in the flow state more with my art, which is why I'm behind now, because that's what I did the first week in January. And then flowing as in not getting stagnant with my art. So, and then trying to not quite jump from medium to medium quite so much. So I do feel still, and I said this for the pastel one before, and the Pastel Society of America, I wanted to try to, you have to be juried in. So I'm not going to do the Pastel Society of America. I'm having issues about using my pastels. You may have seen the video already. It was the art supplies I regret getting in 2024. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below so you can check it out. But I would like to try, I'm already a member of NOAPS, which I've talked about, so that's the National Oil and Acrylic Painter Society, but I would also like to get into OPA, which is the Oil Painters of America. I'll link both of those below too so you can check it out, and that you need to be juried in, so you have to submit work that's done from your own reference photos or plain air or your own still life setup or whatever, but you can't like use other people's reference photos. It has to be stuff you took yourself if you're using reference photos. And I think it's 2 or 3 artworks you have to submit, and then they decide if they let you in or not. And I would like to do that this year. I've said in the past that I'm gonna do it, but I really think this year is the year I'm gonna do it. I really feel, I'm feeling like I would like to do that this year. So I don't know if I'll get in, but I'd like to try. So that's something I do want to do this year as well. Although I mean, I would like to apply. We'll call that a goal. Other than that, I think I'm really just flowing with the year. I think 2024 took a lot out of me physically. I was, you know, injured really bad twice. Like, spent my whole life, I've never been super injured ever. Like, I've never had stitches, I never broke a bone. And then, you know, my shoulder, if you've been around, there are videos up, I'm not going to get into it, but I had to have surgery on my shoulder because 2 tendons got torn, and that surgery was in March. And then I fell down the stairs in September, and I tore like 5 things in my knee, and that's nowhere near healed. I'm still doing physical therapy for it. In fact, I have an appointment with the surgeon, I don't know when, coming up, when they're probably going to have to drain fluid and put a cortisone shot in again. It is too inflamed to have surgery at this point. My ACL is gone, and my meniscus is torn in 2 places, and I tore my patellar tendon and my MCL, and they're letting me do physical therapy, and they said, like, if I don't have surgery, I'll have to wear a brace anytime I do anything active for the rest of my life. But right now, that's not sounding too bad. And I am very active. I like cross-country skiing and snowshoeing and hiking in the woods and running and dancing, aerobics, all yoga. I do lots of stuff, but I just don't know if I can go through another surgery right now. And they said there's no rush. They said, like, as long as I'm, you know, wearing my brace and not falling all the time when it lets go, like, it's not a big deal. We can put it off. They said I could have it, you know, a couple years from now because it's gone. It's not like with my shoulder where they had a time frame where they had to bring everything back together and sew it together. Everything's gone in my knee. It's just gone. And there's no repairing it. It would have to be, like, donor tendons either from myself or whatever. So, there's no rush. So for now, I can't, especially not this winter, I cannot go through another surgery in the middle of winter. It was so bad last March. So I am still doing yoga, and I will not do any cross-country skiing, I don't think, on this knee. I may try snowshoeing with the brace, I don't know. But yeah, I need 2025 to be less harsh, less hard, and it may still be hard, but I'm going to try. That's flow. I'm going to flow with everything, and I'm going to just focus on the good, take care of myself. I haven't been doing a great job taking care of myself. I'm one of those people that put other people first. I put my kids and my husband and my family first, and I've got to do a better job taking care of myself this year too, so maybe that's a goal. Just making sure I get enough rest, and not trying to pour from an empty cup, I guess. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. That's really important. We can't pour from an empty cup. If our cup is empty, we have to fill it before we can pour from it to help everybody else. So keep that in mind. I know I'm not the only one who had a tough 2024, so I hope everybody out there who also had a tough 2024 is hanging in there. I'm feeling pretty good about 2025. I'm feeling good about my word, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lots of inspiration and creativity with my art. I deleted all the news apps off my phone on New Year's Eve. So, that's helping. I only check in like once a day. So like I'll watch the 6 o'clock news on TV or whatever to get an overview, or I'm allowed to scroll through a news site once a day, 'cause that was really stressing me out. There's a lot of bad news out there, and there's only so much you can take, and I want to stay informed, but I also was doing a lot of that like ding, and my phone would ding, and I would run and look and see what the update was, and I can't do that this year. So I need some tea. So that's where I think I'm at. I am feeling super excited to create art. You probably can't see it. I can pull it this way. I have a giant canvas on my easel here. It's super big. And I gessoed it. Like I said, today's Monday. I did 2 coats of gesso yesterday. It is the Blick Premier canvas with the gallery. It's the really thick, like the gallery edge. And I'm really excited to start it. And I don't know if I'm going to get to start it this week because it's just going to be a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work and a whole lot of doctor's appointments. I think I showed this at the beginning when I was introing. I painted this last week from start to finish. This is also a Blick Premier canvas. I like how thick and their canvas is sturdy and thick and so are their frames. Their studio canvases are less expensive and also good if you're looking for, I can link that. I'll link it down below, the 2 kinds of canvas. I did this last week and I'm in an oil painting mood. I did another one. I can't reach it from here. The birch trees. I made some progress on that. That one had some really thick paint on it already though, so it's drying for a little bit before I do another layer. And I've got another one blocked out up there, which I can't reach right now. And then I'm finishing this watercolor. That's for a sponsored video, so I don't know if I'll do 2 more watercolors after that or not. I'm in an oil painting, acrylic, textury, crunchy kind of frame of mind right now. And just the buttery paint and the lines I've been using with the acrylics, I can't reach any of it. The heavy, oh, I know something I could show you too. So my Christmas present from my husband, which I didn't do an opening or anything, but he restocked my golden heavy body paints for me, which was a really nice present. Just the ones that I use the most. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we restocked 10 and he got me the really big jars, which are really nice. So I could just show you those real quick. So he got me the Ultramarine Blue. These are the golden heavy body. I think I said that. These are my favorite paints. The burnt sienna. The raw umber. This is my basic palette. The Phthalo green blue shade. So these are the colors that I use the most. Phthalo blue. Wait. Did I say this right? It's Phthalo green blue shade, and this is Phthalo blue green shade. And I have the benzodiazolone yellow medium. I did not restock my cadmium. For if you've already seen the video with the pastels, you'll know why. I did not restock my cadmium. And my golden acrylics titanium white. And then these are the more expensive ones, so we got the bigger size tubes instead of the jars. He got me the Pyrrole red light. That is in place of the cadmium red light. I've been using that for a while and enjoying that. So if you're looking for a cadmium replacement in acrylic paint, I would suggest the Pyrrole red light. And then we got the transparent red iron oxide. I often do underpaintings with this in the ultramarine blue in both acrylics and oil paints. If you see me doing an underpainting, it's almost always with, it is always with transparent red oxide and ultramarine blue. Those are the 2 colors I use for underpaintings. And then the last one he got me was I'm sure it's quinacridone magenta. Yep, quinacridone magenta. I have a love affair with quinacridone magenta. And then he got me some brushes and one other thing, if I can reach it under here. He also got me, this is a brand new, the color is off, a brand new Masterson's Stay Wet palette. And normally I would use this for acrylics, but you can also use it if you see inside. This is the Posh Glass palette for oil paints. And this is the what is this? I want to say 12 by 16. It's this almost the largest one they make, but not quite. But it fits right inside here, so I can just put the lid on. If you saw the habits video I put up, I think last weekend, I've simplified my painting procedure for both acrylics and oil paints so that I can paint like for 10-20 minutes and then have one brush to clean and pop the lids on everything, and I can walk away, which has helped me be much more productive with my oil paints and acrylics. So I actually have two. I often will do the underpaintings with the water mixable oils. So this is my water mixable palette that I just threw together this weekend, because I was painting with the water mixables a little bit this weekend, doing some studies. And then this was my normal oil palette right here, all airtight, they don't dry out. And then this is the smaller glass palette. So that's my normal oil palette, but there just wasn't enough mixing space on it, so he got me the bigger, I'm full of paint now, the bigger glass palette and the Masterson's palette, and it was a lovely present, and I'm sure it's going to help me be super productive. I'm sure I've been talking for a while now. Hopefully that was a decent art chat. I covered I didn't even have anything planned. I was just like, I'm going to go sit down and talk to you guys for a little bit. So, yeah, hopefully it wasn't too boring. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I have some really fun videos planned that are coming, but it's been a hard week. I don't know, January, like I said, is not my favorite month. I wish we could just hibernate through it and wake up in February. I hope you guys had a good day today, and I hope you had fun watching the video. If you haven't hit the like or subscribe button yet, I would appreciate it if you did. That is a no-cost way for you to help support my channel. Comments are great also. You can also check out my Patreon, where I have tons of exclusive video and content over there. And until next time, happy creating!